Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Wednesday, January 28th, 2015 by Gaia Blooming. Our energy mantra for today is I am mindful of my vibrational responsibility. And what I mean by that is paying attention to what your vibration is and what your response to the world is vibrationally. It's not always just what you say and what you do. There's also a vibrational response. Are you open to receiving, or are you sending out those back off vibes? Pay attention to that today, because that is helping shape your life. So we start off today, moon still in Taurus, Venus is in Pisces. You might have, between the two of those, kind of a lazy feeling morning, that feeling I don't want to get out of bed. I've been seeing the post a lot lately on Facebook, like, I want to be as useless as the G in lasagna. And so the morning time may feel like that G in lasagna. But then the moon is shifting in the afternoon into Gemini, which is going to spark the fun and the flirty and the part of us that wants to go out and talk to people. And this is going to be another good time to be mindful, because Gemini is ruled by Mercury. We know we have Mercury retrograde, so our minds are already a little bit, wonky. And then we throw this on top of it, and, Sun in Aquarius. So our minds and our nervous systems could possibly go into overdrive. So, again, be mindful of yourself. Be mindful of what's going on with yourself. So, once that happens, the moon shifts into Gemini, we are going to have the moon in Gemini squaring Venus. And Venus is in Pisces now. And so we know a square can have, this kind of feeling. And what came up for me with that was actually, goes hand in hand with cards I pulled on G&O last night. I pulled the cards Ishtar for boundaries while Venus is in Pisces, and I also pulled the card Sedna, infinite supply. And what I feel with this, both Pisces and Gemini, all the mutable signs, they're mutable because they do like to go with the flow. And I think it's so great to go with the flow. But mutable signs can find themselves kind of changing and shifting to, like, chameleon with the tides. And I think that's beautiful. I'm a mutable sign. I'm a double mutable sign. I do it all the time. But I think it's important, again, to bring that mindfulness in so that you're not going against your soul. You're not doing something that you don't really want to do just to be in that flow, just to be in, how can everybody get along? Because mutables just like it when everybody gets along. So going back to the cards, it's okay to set those boundaries. If it doesn't feel right for your soul, you don't need to do it. Go back into the oneness. When we step into a place that doesn't feel right for us, what we're doing is we're not actually trusting. We're not trusting the oneness. We're not being in the flow. We're inserting ourselves as the hero, and we don't need to be the hero in every situation. And so that's where Sedna comes in, infinite supply. If there's something that's needed, there is the perfect thing that can slip in. The universe can make that happen. You don't have to do that. So remember that with that aspect. And then also along with that, the moon in Gemini opposite Saturn in Sagittarius. And this is expansion. So again, Sedna, that infinite supply card. Go back and check out G&O. It's right at the beginning. So this is calling for you to expand through. So if there's something that you're worried about, that you're wanting to chameleon, play mutable sign and step into, but it doesn't feel right for you, it's not your role, that's where you need to expand through it and trust that the universe has got this. Tonight, actually, after all of us in the States at least are asleep, the moon is going to be connecting to Neptune. So we know that heightens our dreams. So, if there's anything that's coming up for you, you want to hear about it in your dreams, ask, tune in and see if the universe has anything for you in your dreams. I'm sure mine are going to be very interesting. Our roomie for the day, for, Venus and Pisces, is an eye is meant to see things. The soul is here for its own joy. A head has one use, for loving a true love. Legs to run after. Love is for vanishing into the sky. The mind for learning what men have done and tried to do. Mysteries are not to be solved. The eye goes blind when it only wants to see why. A lover is always accused of something, but when he finds his love, whatever was lost in the looking comes back completely changed. On the way to Mecca, many dangers, thieves, the blowing sand, only camel's milk to drink. Still, each pilgrim kisses the black stone there with pure longing, feeling in the surface the taste of the lips he wants. This talk is like stamping new coins. They pile up while the real work is being done outside by someone digging in the ground. So that is the Daily Roomie for Venus in Pisces, and I hope you have a beautiful Wednesday. Namaste.